Hello and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. I think you're expecting and hoping for this episode a long time by now. Well, not really a long time, you only waited a day, let's be honest. But yeah, here we go. I'm really excited what we will see now. For various reasons. But yeah, let's right on to it. And with that kind of struggle, of course we'd wind up in this sort of position. Okay. Brace yourselves. And so I find myself staring down at her from my position atop her. She's grinning, eyes sparkling with amusement, maybe a little sweaty now from our tussle. Her chest is heaving up and down, sucking in air. The small bit of my brain that is not currently enraptured by the sight and the smell of her observes that she must still be ill because her stamina's not what it should be. But she looks damn beautiful though. We stay that way for a while. I'm not sure how long because everything seems to go fuzzy. Everything that isn't her anyway. Her eyes met mine, and deep inside them I almost catch a glimpse of what? Fear? Longing? Oh, longing? Okay. Hope? Amy? A cough suddenly convulsed her, and I almost stumbling in my haste to get off to apologize for everything. Sorry, I shouldn't have. It's fine, it's fine. She gives me a reassuring pat on the shoulder. This was your moment and you totally fucked. Well, actually, her coughing a little bit ruined it. So, what brings you here? She's still breathing hard, and that causes her voice to shake slightly. Well, before I was so rudely assaulted by pillows, I came to see how you were doing. Wham! This earns me another shove, and I very nearly fall off her bed. Why did she hit me with a pillow again? Amy's eyes sparkle again, and I wonder how I never noticed how attractive they are before. How couldn't you notice it by now? Did you always look somewhere else? Consumed with worry you were? Were you? Her tone is mocking, haughty, teasing. She throws her arm across her forehead dramatically, grin still apparent from underneath. Couldn't bear the thought of me laying deathly ill. As we both recover from our brief wrestling match, Amy appears to fall back on teasing me. Well, I wouldn't say consumed with worry, but after you didn't show up this morning like a total wuss. Amy pouts, crossing her arms petulantly and sticking her lower limb out. It's not my fault. Nurse wouldn't allow me. Sure he wouldn't. I completely believe you. Amy sticks her tongue out again. You're such a jerk, Hiso. So how was your day then, eh? Did you enjoy slacking off? Not really. The phone woke me pretty early on. The phone? Yeah, the captain of the team called to make sure I was doing okay. Also to let me know it was okay to skip practice. Good, at least she wasn't alone all day. Someone checked up on her. Although I can't help but think that it should have been me. Are you sure about that? Oh, that's good. He really keeps an eye on you, huh? Amy shrugs. It's his job. Part of being the captain means you know where your team members are when they are not in school. Still, I guess it was nice of him to call, huh? Yep, sure was. Amy yawns and shimmies down into a more comfortable position. Well, I think the position they are right now could be pretty comfortable. So, how was your day? Kind of uneventful, you know? I went ahead and ran by myself and talked with the nurse about how you were doing. I meander through the day's events, none of which are particularly engrossing. That's when I'm distracted by an arm finding its way across my waist. Oh, it seemed that Amy fell asleep while I was talking, so I draw her blanket to cover us. Oh, how cute! Yes! She's rolled over to her side, and now one leg is thrown over my legs, effectively trapping me. I thought her arms were all over here and not there, but it's still such a cute picture. Hey, psst! Don't wake her. Don't ruin this for you, man. Why would you try to get away? You're weird. It seems a shame to wake her, but I have things. What can you have? Really, what do you really have to do right now? Nothing. Nothing could be more important than to be with her, warm her, and make sure that he gets her sleep. Alright? Yeah? You got that, Hiso? Just stay there. I gently shake her. But in response, she only tightens her arm's grip on me and sighs a little. My resistance to this position crumbles rather quickly. Oh, thank God. The feeling of her body breathing steadily is both calming and incredibly stimulating at the same time. My breathing cannot decide if it wants to relax or speed up. Relaxation wins, and I find myself putting an arm around Amy. God, you finally come to your senses. Oh, she smiles now too. This is so adorable. I think I'm in love. The words slip out and hang in the air unnoticed. At least I hope they've gone unnoticed. Why would you hope for that? Why? Amy whimpers weakly through her dream, and her grip suddenly tightens again. Oh, look at that! She got all sad! And he's all worried. Oh, you're in the best position right now. You really got the best spot here. Right here is the best spot. I really like how this is going. I really do. For the first time since I've known her, I see tears running down Amy's face. She's crying. It feels like my heart is about to break. Oh, please not literally. I instinctively tighten my own grip and stroke her hair in what I hope is a soothing manner. Oh, at least you got that right. Words of comfort, meaningless in this situation, spring to mind. It's not meaningless. You would really wonder how many words can get through you while you sleep if you whisper them. Maybe I should wake... No! Shut the fuck up and just enjoy your stay, please! Are you supposed to wake people having nightmares? Try to soothe her like you already try. I can't for the life of me remember. The decision is taken for me as Amy suddenly jerks away with a cry. Oh no! Oh God! This is more than I think I want to hear without her knowing. I quickly sit upright and gently shake her shoulder to steer her. Alright, this is alright, I'm fine with it, you waking her up. Nobody wants to have a nightmare about that. Hey, you okay? What a silly question. Yep, totally. Huh? What? So? She shakes her head as if to clear it and quickly wipes her eyes. You had a nightmare. Nightmare, I think. Amy shudders again and glances at me a little cautiously, as if unsure whether or not she's actually up. Yeah, I guess so. You wanna talk about it? A speedy internal debate seems to be going on in her head, which resolves itself with a shrug. Nah, I don't really remember much of it. I'm pretty sure she's lying to me, but somehow I don't think I should press the issue. Oh, you are not as dumb as I always believed you are. Amy shudders again and turns towards me, looking a little sheepish. Sorry for falling asleep on you like that. I keep my voice as soothing as I can. Hey, don't worry about it. You've been ill. Yeah, I guess that cold medicines just made me a little drowsy. I guess so. Amy does not strike me as the sort of person who'd fall asleep at the drop of a hat. Win maybe, but Amy's far too energetic. Amy gives a half smile at my response, and then just like that she's back to her old self. Well, prepare yourself for tomorrow morning, Hiso. We'll have to go twice as hard to make up for today. But I went running this morning. Don't argue with her. Just say alright. No excuse. Oh, fine. I'll be ready for you. Amy nods satisfied. Good. I take this as my cue to exit. Why? Just stay with her the night and you can get up together and whatever. Why? Is there really any reason to go to your room yet? If she would say that you should go to your room, then I would totally understand it. But if you go out right now without her specifically telling you, I would stay with her. Well, you dumb, stupid, insolent. Well, I better get going, especially if I want to get enough sleep for tomorrow. Sorry that I'm so hard on him, but I just can't stand it. I hop off the bed and head for the door like a stupid something. A person who does not like the comfort of a really cute girl near me. Yep, totally. Hey, Hiso. I pivot neatly on my heel and face Amy. She opens her mouth to say something, and then, in another first, I see her falter slightly. She closes her mouth and opens it again. She wants to ask you if you can stay with her the night. Come on, please, bring him to his senses, Amy. You're the only one I can trust now. Thanks. Oh, that was the second thing I thought about. Yep, alright, I guess that's okay. For dropping by, I mean. Alright, you are just as he so. Alright. You're kind of the first visitor I've ever had who wasn't Win. She doesn't have a boyfriend. If she would have a boyfriend, he would drop by and he didn't show she does not have one. So you are in safe water again. Now that's surprising. I would figure that Amy'd have people dropping by all the time. She's certainly popular enough, or so I thought, always talking to people in the hallways. Amy hesitates again. And thanks for staying around after well... Oh, Amy. A look of pain flits across her face. Oh? You know... What? About the nightmare, or about being ill and just fall asleep, or... I don't... It helped. She brightens back and waves cheerily at me. See you tomorrow! Yeah, see you later. I'm just about to exit the door when something makes me turn around again. Hey, Amy. What's getting on? What? Come on. Oh, please, 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 please. Anytime you need to talk, let me know, okay? Okay. Amy seems taken aback by this offer. Her grin gets even wider. Sure thing, Hiso. See you in the morning. I exit Amy's room with my head in a whirl. Should I have even left? No! Was she really okay? Not really, I can't say for sure. I want to turn around and march back down the hallway, open the door and tell her, do it! Just do it! Please! Tell her I love her. Tell her I think she's beautiful. Tell her that I'll be there when she needs me. I want to stay with her, to hold her close as she falls back to sleep. How many nights has she woken up like that? Only to find that nobody's there. I want to be that person she can be with when that happens. It's a silly thought, I know. No, it's not! We don't know each other that well, do we? Is this really needed? The whole idea, while exhilarating, also makes me feel worry. Worry, perhaps, that I overstepped my bounds. And now to add to my troubles, it seems as if Amy herself already has an interest in someone else. No, she doesn't. You just misinterpreted something. This track captain of hers, who seems so interested in her well-being, she told you that he is interested in the well-being of all the club members. And he doesn't even drop by so you can be really sure that he's not that interested, or he would have visited her. True, I've only seen the two of them together a few times, but that doesn't change the fact that they seem better suited to one another. What makes you think that? There's really nothing to be done about that. I need to take my mind off of this whole situation. I've got homework to do. Maybe that will distract me. I'm getting really wild up right now. A night of restlessness has left me feeling fairly groggy this morning. You should have stayed with Amy. You would have slept so well. I guess, at least. The events of the previous day keep intruding upon my mind. The memory of how Amy felt against me. The memory of our wrestling match. The music lets me think of someone has died. And most bothersome, the memory of her nightmare. She was in so much pain. I can't stop wondering what it must be like for her to wake up with nobody there. The shower shocks me awake with hot water. Awake, but still worried. What will happen today? Will things just go back to normal? If you don't do anything, maybe. Don't let that happen. Don't let your dreams be dreams. I know where that is from, and I like the phrase. I just will do the whole reference, alright? End of the episode, back to the status quo. There was a connection yesterday. Something that nearly pushed us past the boundaries of normal friendship. If you are already in love with her, you already pushed it over. If you deny your feelings for her, it will hurt you even more and can almost destroy you. If you can't be for sure. Your heart will be crushed if you don't know for sure, because you will always get your hopes up, even if you don't want to. So, please, make a step forward. Would that have been so bad? It would have been bad for you! My mind goes back to the look in Amy's eyes after our pillow fight. It almost seemed like she was daring me to go on. You have the right feelings already. You have the... You could even read that out of her movement already. I think you were on the right track. Almost. Not almost. Most likely. Pretty sure. But I can't know for sure. You never can be sure. But if you never try, you will never be sure. Anyway, the track captain's probably first in her affections. Why do you keep telling yourself that? You can't know it. You could just go up to him and ask him straight away. But even as I say that, my mind is already snorting derisively. I'm just looking for an excuse, a reason for everything to go wrong. Your mind is smarter than yourself, and you don't listen to your smart side of your brain? A reason not to try. Damn right! Your mind's telling you yes, and your body is telling you no? Or your conscience, or your what? It's not as if I've even seen the two of them together outside of track practice. Damn right! Since you've met her, she's spent really a lot of time with you and Win. And clearly, he's never visited. Amy said as much herself. If they were close, surely he'd visit. Yes, great that you already come up with that. I am really sorry if I'm all whiny and so harsh and stuff like that. I hope you really don't mind, but I really have to keep this. I really have to put this out of my head. I'm such a wuss. Yes, you are. I ought to just go for it anyway. Damn the consequences. That's what Amy would do, I think. Hell, I know that's what she'd do. Damn right you are. Which is partially why I'm convinced there's no interest. Wait. Oh God! Oh God damn it! She makes a weird point there. That's what Amy would do, I think. Hell, I know that what she'd do. But no, really in rare occasions a girl would really do that. Most girls are really old-fashioned if it comes to relationship. They want the man to come up to her. But believe me, it's as hard for us as it would be for you. Well, for the nice guys, of course. Like I am, for sure. Yeah, I'm not even over-exaggerating. I'm really a nice guy. But let's go on with this. Whichever is part one, there's no interest on her end. She wants, well, actually you have evidence that proves you wrong. She wanted to spend time with you. She felt sorry for you. She told you about kind of her affection. She wanted you as her running partner, even though she has so many track members who would I guess, really liked to train with her. But of all them, she picked you. And you still think that she has no interest whatsoever? She believes in you. She wants to get you healthy and all. She hasn't acted either. Maybe because of this track captain. It's possible she's got a bit of an unrequited crush thing going on. No, she doesn't. I don't think so at all. But who would be able to clarify their relationship? You could just ask. It sure as hell can't be Amy. She'd probably just laugh and ask why I wanted to know. And I'm not ready to answer that yet. Win would probably just give me some cryptic answer or something. And then, with my luck, she'd just ask Amy, who would ask me why I wanted to know. And I've already covered that problem. I'm really even losing the ability to read. I wonder, could I get away with asking the nurse? He seems pretty protective of Amy. Even the nurse gives you the hint of her having an affection on you. He already did that, and you don't think about that? I'm sure he'd know if something was up. The music gets me all wired up. And he owes me for not letting Amy know he forgot to tell me about her being ill, so he'll keep quiet. What if he asks me why I want to know, though? I can shake him off, just say I'm curious as a friend. He'll buy that, won't he? Of course! That's settled then. After the one, I talk to him while Amy's waiting outside the office. Great idea, so she can eavesdrop on you. Not that I think she would, but there is the possibility. There's no sign of Amy when I arrive at the track. Is she still too ill? See, you should have stayed with her, then she would be up again. I know that if you have someone you are comfort with, you recover really fast. It's really good for your immune system if you have someone around you really like. And even pain and anything can just wash away, and I'm getting a headache because of his stupidity. I decided to give her 10 minutes. I'm a little early, and she was ill yesterday, so if she takes a while to show up, it shouldn't be surprising. Still, I hate to just waste my time, so I occupy myself by... Sorry, my stomach again. So I occupy myself by stretching and pacing back and forth anxiously. What if I went too far yesterday? What if she doesn't come because she's embarrassed? No, she clearly showed you her affection. What if... You're early again, Hisao. I'm impressed. Just like that, I feel some of the tension leaving my body. Amy seems to be bright and cheerful as usual, with no sign that she even was ill the other day, much less had a less than restful sleep. Still, I have to ask. Sleep well last night? It's just a throwaway question. Small talk. The sort of thing people ask someone they bump into in the cafe while getting their morning coffee. But not for sure, at least not for me. I don't know if Amy realizes that I'm actually concerned about how well she slept last night, but the question does give her a pause. After a short moment, what seems like her genuinely pondering this, she nods. Yep, sure did. Was it because of me? You can be sure of that. Did I actually help? Yes, you did. Or are you just saying that to get me to stop asking questions? No, I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Good to hear. Amy grins and begins warming up. So, ready to begin? Am I ready? Of course I'm ready. I was born ready! Amy laughed at my bravado, and we take off running. I keep a steady pace the whole time, breathing steadily. I still feel dead at the end, but at least I don't gasp like a fish out of water now. Amy is positively beaming after the run today. Nice job, Hiso! You're improving! You'll be half as fast as me in no time! This last line delivered with a teasing grin that I've grown all too used to. Oh, how exciting! Amy begins to run her sprints while I take a cooldown lap. She's really pushing herself today. By the time I'm done with lap, she's laying across one of the bleachers, looking exhausted. Goodness, not pushing it a little too much today, are you? You did just have a cold, you recall? Amy gives an annoyed snort and sits up. Bah, I'm just trying to make up for lost time, that's all. I went twice as hard today, you know? A good one always gets the kinks out, you know? Cleared the mind too. Oh. Amy nods vigorously. Yep, it's a great outlet for that sort of thing. She does not explain further, and I don't ask. I suspect I know the real reason she went so hard today. Being sick has nothing to do with it. Something's bothering her. Maybe the nightmare, maybe something else. But it's not my place to pry. She'd tell me if she wanted me to know. I'm sure that comes in handy. You have no idea. The sincerity in her voice confirms my suspicion. The only problem is, even though I know she'd tell me if she wanted me to know, I still want to know. Something on your mind then? Amy doesn't seem surprised by my question. Instead, she shrugs. Nah, it's nothing worth getting worried about. She seems as if she is trying to convince herself as much as she is convincing me. I open my mouth to ask if yesterday is responsible for her current state of mind, but think better of it. Too much risk of her taking the question the wrong way. Besides, I'm not even sure myself what to think about yesterday. Really, I can only get about as far as how it felt to have Amy sleeping next to me before my brain shuts down. Having her before me now, covered in sweat and looking willily at me, she's making it difficult to think. Yeah, I hear you. We'd better hurry to see the nurse. We're running short of time. Aren't we always? Amy laughed at this, a dry chuckle that seems most un-Amy-like. Huh? Too true. For a brief moment, she looks old, worn down by some old hurt. But just like yesterday, I can almost see her shouldering the burden and straightening up slightly. And then she is back to being Amy again. Come on, then, Hitho. Race ya! With a sudden smile, she darts off. Hey, no fair! I take off after her, knowing I won't catch her, but not caring. Oh god, he's getting a heart attack again. I can already smell it. Even if there's no chance of catching her, I'll still run after her. Amy's waiting for me at the door as I arrive. Well, look who's finally shown up. Yeah. Enjoy your victory while you can. Amy grins as the nurse pokes his head out of the door. Well, there you are. Come on in, Hiso. And I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you enjoyed my some kind of wisdom and rant and whatsoever. I really hope you don't mind it too much and you enjoyed it. And I really put out a lot of myself today. I'm really surprised that I even was able to form the right sentences and words to express kind of my inner feelings into this game. And this game really grinds my gears, and I'm really anxious to continue this game really serious right now. So I hope I will see you in the next episode. Like this episode if you liked what I was talking about, and stay tuned for the next one.